Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Hello News USA. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Mohammed Abdul Qadir and this is today's important international update. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has for the first time acknowledged that thousands of people were killed during the massive protests that swept across Iran over the past 2 weeks. In a speech delivered on Thursday, Khamenei admitted that thousands lost their lives, stating that some were killed in what he described as an inhuman and savage manner. However, instead of taking responsibility, the Iranian supreme leader blamed the United States for the high death toll. Khamenei strongly criticized former U.S. President Donald Trump, calling him a criminal for publicly supporting the demonstrations. He accused Washington and Israel of fueling unrest inside Iran and called for harsh punishment of those involved in the protests. In his words, Khamenei said the Iranian nation must break the back of the seditionists, comparing the current unrest to past uprisings crushed by the state. Meanwhile, Iranian authorities released video footage claiming it showed armed individuals carrying guns and knives among peaceful protesters. Officials say this proves the involvement of foreign-backed saboteurs, though independent verification remains difficult. Adding to the tension, a senior hardline cleric demanded the execution of protesters, labeling them as agents and soldiers of the United States and Israel. He warned that neither country should expect peace from Iran. These statements sharply contrast with comments from Donald Trump earlier this week. Trump suggested that Iran had agreed to halt executions of protesters, even thanking Iranian authorities for allegedly stopping the execution of hundreds. However, human rights organizations say there is no clear evidence that the repression has stopped. According to the human rights activists' news agency, more than 3,090 people have been killed, over 22,000 arrested, and thousands more cases are still under review. Rights groups warn of torture, mistreatment, and secret executions, especially as Iran continues a widespread internet shutdown, cutting off communication with the outside world. The protests began on December 28th, triggered by a sudden collapse of Iran's currency. What started as economic anger quickly turned into widespread calls for an end to the current government, marking the deadliest unrest since the 1979 Iranian Revolution. Despite the crackdown, opposition voices continue to grow. Reza Pahlavi, the son of Iran's last Shah, has called on the international community and the United States in particular to intervene. He stated that Iranians have no choice but to continue the fight, regardless of outside action. What comes next for Iran remains uncertain. While the streets have grown quieter, anger simmers beneath the surface, and many fear the unrest could reignite at any moment. That's all for today's report. Thank you for watching Hello News USA. If you found this video informative, like, comment, and share, and subscribe to Hello News USA for the latest international news and trusted updates. Assalamu alaikum, and see you in the next bulletin.